New cars galore today. The Transporter here, and lots of new cars have just been announced for Need for Speed 2015. So we're going to introduce each one of them here now. Starting with the bottom of the list under the Viper, we have the Scion FRS, which is weird because we already have a Subaru BRZ. Why'd add this one? But Forza did the same thing. Gran Turismo has all three: the GT6, the FRS, and the BRZ. So I guess we have our chance to have two of the American sent 86s into the game. Of course, you get your rocket body kits with it, but more of the same. I don't know why they added it, but anyway, knowing them must be a lovely thing. That's the FRS. Next, we have one of my favorite Hondas, the Honda S2K, S2000. Yep, it's been confirmed now. It's going to be in here, and that pretty much makes Honda's comeback into Need for Speed. Now, if that is true, if they do add, because they have Acura in as well, they have the RSX here sitting there somewhere. If they bring in the Acura NSX, well, either one, the brand new one, or even the old one with the 3.5 liter VTEC V6 290 horsepower one, I will be a happy bunny, because that thing is pretty much one of my childhood heroes. But the S2K is another one of my childhood heroes, because that VTEC engine revs to like 9,000. That's crazy, but it's just an amazing drifting machine. So that's another car you might look forward to. But if they bring in the Honda NSX Type R, or the Acura NSX, that just completes the whole thing for me. Anyway, that's Honda. Next up, BMW, the M3E92. So they're pretty much bringing up most of the M3 lineage. The M3E30, you have the M3E46. Well, E30 is not there. The E46, you have the M3E92, and you have the M4F82. So they're pretty much bringing up most of the lineage there. But if anything, they should bring in the M3F80, because that car is, I mean, I know the M4 looks nice, but the M3 just looks so much nicer though. That's why I'm bowled over that. If that car comes in, that'll be it for me also. Anyway, more Porsches now coming into the game. We have the Porsche Cayman GT4 revealed in Real Racing 3, now here in Need for Speed. And it'll be interesting what customizable features this car will have though, because I mean, you get a custom wing on it, you put custom whatever wraps or anything as usual, but body kits sort of seem like a stretch because this car is still pretty new. But seeing NFS, let's see what they'll be able to do with that. So Cayman GT4 pretty much online with the GT3, 911 GT3 in terms of pretty much ring performance, but still a very good car. So that's the GT4. Next up, we have a new boy, the McLaren 570S, introduced in Drive Club, now here in Need for Speed. And it'd be interesting to see as well all the type of body kits that you could put on this thing, because this car, as I said before, is relatively brand new. They haven't really done any significant reviews about it or any custom features with it. But knowing NFS, who knows? It could be fictional, it could be something actually real. But for now, we have pretty much the entry-level Baby Mac with the 570 horsepower twin turbo V8 engine. So that's another supercar added to the mix. Our next is an old classic, the Mustang Foxbody. Well, it wasn't the best looking Mustang, but it was sort of iconic because it was one of the longest running, to be honest. But other than the new age one, which came from 95 to 99, but this is one along from the late 70s to the early 90s, so like where I was born. But the Foxbody has been in only a couple of games, most notably in Forza. The Mustang SVT Cobra R, that one was in Forza. But that was mostly it. Customizable features, this car has a lot. This could be an all-time dragster, but there's no drag in the game. But knowing the work, this body kit here is like a works body kit. That looks pretty stealthy. I wonder what other stuff you can do with that. But that's the Mustang Foxbody there. Next up, we have the Mustang Boss 302. And joy of joys, you have this body kit here. You may be able to turn your Mustang Boss into an RTRX. Why? Von Gitten's in this game, so why not? So, you'll be able to turn your car into an RTRX, but for the basic part, the Mustang Boss has been here for one of the longest times. I wasn't surprised to not see it in this game, so nothing much there, but it'll be interesting. Since now they have the Mustang Boss, only have the Mustang Box, they have the Boss 302, the Foxbody, and the GT. So, and the GT and the 64, the early Mustang, which will can convert into a unicorn from Ken Block, but that's pretty much done. So, speaking of muscle cars, we have the Camaro Z28, which was revealed in that 5 ways to play trailer. Got some other features. There's pretty much fenders, some front body work. This car is mostly spent going sideways, which is strange because this car was pretty much meant to be the ultimate muscle racing machine. And now that that's in here, I wonder if they'll bring in the Ford Chevy GT350, but knowing Forza's grip on it, who knows if that'll actually come. But I hope it does, because that will be awesome rivalry against this, and this pretty much track muscle cars in this game, so that'll be interesting to know. Next, we have a bit of a surprise, because remember that if you saw like one tweet from NFS on Twitter, one guy was asking if they put a Volvo, and NFS is like, yes, we'll put a Volvo. And lo and behold, there is a Volvo. The Volvo 242, pretty much a rally racing, touring car racing legend out there in Sweden. Oh, I don't really know much about it, only that it's an old Volvo. Speed Hunter's been covering it, and you could probably do some crazy stuff with it. And I'm just ready to do some crazy Scandinavian flicks on road with that, if I can do that in the game. But knowing it, I'll probably put some lovely stance rims, I don't know, but knowing it, that's pretty much a crazy thing. But woo, relive the classics there with that touring car. Then we have the Volkswagen Golf GTI, the Mark 1. It's been in NFS for a long time as well, since like I think the run as well. Since the run. And a lot of customizable stuff. We know how I think it's pretty customizable, so not much there. You even have this one here, that lovely radical body kit there, which is pretty much similar to that rendered photo by Kazo Salim. It'll be interesting to turn this thing into like a wild time attack machine. And last but not least, to round out the new car list, we have the 2015 Mazda MX-5 made its debut in Forza. Now is here in Need for Speed, and unfortunately it comes with the top on. I know that's a hard top or it's a soft top, but hope that's pretty, but the top stays on. Which, I don't know if you don't like more convertibles, I kind of do. It kind of sucks, but c'est la vie. Because Forza, you get the place with the top off, but you get the place with the top on. But hopefully they have like an option we could take the hard top off, so we can race with the wind, even though we probably won't virtually feel it. It'll be interesting to see if it goes with the top off. A lot of customizable features you see from that picture, and another one with the hiding behind some barracks, whatever those are. But all these customizable stuff that looks pretty rad. So I hope we get to see just how wild we can get this thing too. So those are the new cars announced today for NFS 2015. I have a link showing you where you can see all the pictures and all the info all about them. But that's for this week. Stay tuned next week, because that is still available until the game releases. But as you can see now, pretty much the sky's the limit. They've added cars that we haven't seen before, like the Volvo, the Mustang Foxbody, the new MX-5. There's McLaren. There's pretty much no. They don't have any leeway here. Like pretty much like how Drive Club did with their DLCs. There's no. They could add pretty much anything here. So let's see what they will cook up next week. Hopefully they'll launch more cars next week. So that's my presentation for today. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.